Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. I hope you guys are doing great. Today is a sunny day and it is stellar out there. So today we're going to be looking at the 3 groups of cichlids that come from Lake Malawi. So stay tuned and I'll be right with you. This is my 75-gallon Mbuna community. Now there are 3 main groups of cichlids from Lake Malawi, which is located in the South African Rift Valley. There are the Mbuna, Haplochromis, and Haplochromis, who all inhabit the same lake. Even though they are from the same lake, that does not mean you can just toss them all in together at random. This lake they call home is 360 miles long and 25 miles wide, giving each of these groups of cichlids loads of room to choose what biotope they prefer. Homing these cichlids together takes a little planning and a fairly large aquarium. The main concern is their diet, as they differ in requirements, which can be a precursor to sickness if fed too much of a certain food that they are not accustomed to. A diet too rich or high in protein can lead to Malawi bloat, which often ends in fatality. The Mbuna are at a high risk of developing bloat as they are vegetarians and cannot handle as much protein as the Haplochromis and Haplochromis can consume. It's quite common for aquarists to home Haplochromis or Haps with Haplochromis, or the more popular name of Peacocks, together. Their dietary needs are similar, being they're both carnivores. The Haps are more open water swimmers. The Peacocks like the benefit of rocky areas with a sandy bottom to take shelter in and for breeding purposes, where they can also find food digging through the sand. So the Peacocks generally stay between the 2 groups. The Mbuna claiming the shoreline, the Peacocks in the mid-range depths, and the Haps more so out in the open, deeper water where they are able to hunt down their prey. The Haplochromis grow to be the largest of the 3 groups, preferring open and deep water. Haps and Peacocks make better tank mates for another reason. They are more closely matched in temperament as well. Now, of course, we all know that these fish have their own personality, so it's a generalization, not a rule. The final group are the Mbuna, which are an entity unto themselves. They are vegetarians, getting their main source of nutrients from grazing on algae, small plants, and other vegetation growing in the area. Feeding these fish a higher protein diet, as the Haps and Peacocks require, can lead to sickness in Mbuna. The Haplochromis cichlids, or peacocks, have the most fantastic coloration. Their colors lean towards the metallic and iridescent hues. I would say they are the most colorful of all cichlids, in that in one fish you can find 4 to 5 different colors showing at one time. Their colors also indicate which area of Lake Malawi they come from. Peacocks are known to crossbreed, as their females do not attain bright coloration and look very much alike, all staying grayish-brown in color. When they do crossbreed, they produce OB peacocks. These offspring are technically hybrids, but through evolution they have formed new colorations and are now recognized as a species themselves. If you think about it, most creatures in the world are a hybrid of something. The peacock cichlid likes the sandy bottom with rock clusters. They hover above the sand, staying very still until they sense movement. Using their sensors at the base of their heads, once their prey is detected, they will dive in the sand and secure their meal. This cichlid is less aggressive in nature than the other 2 groups. The Haplochromis, commonly called Haps, have a streamlined body shape similar to a torpedo, perfectly designed for cruising the open waters. The males are silver when small, but become quite colorful as they mature. Yet the females remain virtually colorless. This group of cichlids are primarily fish eaters. It's often said that they'll eat anything that fits into their mouth, so not to house them with fish that are small enough to fit into their mouths, or you will be missing some fish. The hap is an aggressive fish, but not quite as aggressive as the Mbuna. The Mbuna are rock-dwelling fish, being given that name as it means rock dweller. Mbuna can be found along the shoreline among the piles of rocks in large groups. The Mbuna do not school, yet it's not uncommon to find them living 20 to 30 fish in a square meter area. They do quite well in close proximity, so overstocking these cichlids is not an issue. This species is known for their bright colors. Both male and female are colorful, although they don't always look exactly the same. They come in more solid colors, displaying an array of stripes and bands along with their bright colors. Mbuna are vegetarians, surviving primarily on vegetation and algae. They are the smallest of these three groups and have flatter faces, allowing them better access to scraping the algae off the rocks. Although they are the smallest of these three groups, they are the most aggressive. So as a cichlid keeper, I have a 75-gallon Mbuna community that I keep overstocked. I also have a 75-gallon Haps and Peacocks community that right now is housing juvenile Haps and Peacocks. I'm really looking forward to them coloring up, but that will take a little while, so I'm just going to enjoy watching them grow. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. I hope you're having an outstanding day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be talking to you soon.